This is a Squiz podcast. We're your shortcut to being informed.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Friday, June 18. In Squiz Kids today, China's new space milestone, Botswana's big diamond, records tumble at Olympic swim trials, and the lambs of Instagram. That's what's making news, kids style.
The lowdown.
By the time you woke up this morning, 3 Chinese astronauts will have arrived in their new home 450 kilometres above the Earth's surface. The astronauts blasted off from a remote desert location in China yesterday afternoon, and following a journey of only 6 hours, arrived at China's new space station, which is currently under construction high above our heads. The 3 men will now spend 3 months living aboard the space station called Tiangong, or Heavenly Palace. While there, they will do a couple of spacewalks, which means going outside in spacesuits and floating about in zero gravity, as they undertake the next phase to help build China's very own fully operational space station. Earlier this month, another rocket was sent up to the space station filled with food and other supplies that the men will need while they are up there. It's the latest development in an international space race that just seems to be getting hotter and more competitive with every year that passes. Remember, right now on Mars, there's a rover that was sent there by NASA, the American space agency, as well as one that was sent there by China. And in the next 3 years, there are multiple missions to the moon being planned by everyone from America to the Europeans to the Chinese. And that's before we even take into account all of the space tourists who are hankering to get up into space too. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's starting to get crowded up there.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Botswana, which is nice because we rarely find ourselves in Africa, where the 3rd largest diamond in the world has been unearthed. It weighs over 1,000 carats. Now, to put that in context, a sizable diamond ring that you might see in a jewellery store could feature a diamond that weighs 1 carat. So, what is a carat? No, not the vegetable you push around on your dinner plate every other night. It's carat, spelt C-A-R-A-T, and it's the unit of measurement used for diamonds. So how much is this Botswana diamond worth? Well, we don't know exactly yet, but the 2nd largest diamond ever found, which was also discovered in Botswana and was just a little bit bigger than this one, sold for almost $70 million.
Sport time.
The records were tumbling faster than an Olympic diver last night in the pool in Adelaide as the Australian Olympic swim team trials wrapped up. While pop star turned Olympic hopeful Cody Simpson failed to qualify for the Tokyo Games, he nevertheless turned in an impressive performance in the men's 100-metre butterfly, clocking an impressive time of 52.94 seconds. Race winner Matthew Temple set a new Australian record with a time of 50.45 seconds. Rising swim star Emma McKeon owned the evening, smashing the competition in the women's 50-metre freestyle, beating Olympic champ Kate Campbell by only 1/100th of a second. Wow. Fellow Queenslander Ariane Titmus also set a new Australian record in the women's 800-metre freestyle, while new sensation Kaylee McEwen broke her own Commonwealth record in the women's 200-metre backstroke. Things are certainly looking good for Team Australia in the swimming pool at the Tokyo Games, which are just over a month away. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Animal Kingdom.
They're called the lambs of Instagram. They get around in woolly jumpers on a farm in Victoria, and thanks to their cuddly appeal and baby animal antics, they're becoming incredibly popular on social media. Victorian sheep farmer Tracy Kruger is always busy at this time of year as lambs are being born left, right and centre on her property. It's called the lambing season, for obvious reasons. Sometimes smaller, weaker lambs get left behind by their mums in the paddock, so Tracy runs around collecting them, dressing them up in woolen jumpers to keep them warm, and photographing and filming them for a worldwide audience on her Instagram feed. And she has fans who write to her all the way from New York City, saying how the daily upload of a lamb in a woolly jumper makes their day. And why wouldn't it? To make your day, there's a link in today's episode notes to Tracy's Instagram account, and some seriously cute photos of lambs. Hey, it's a Friday, it's the least I can do.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. Which country has just sent astronauts to live on a space station orbiting 450 kilometres above Earth? That's right, it's China. Question number 2. Which stroke did pop singer Cody Simpson swim last night to almost qualify for the Tokyo Olympics? Yeah, it was butterfly. Question number 3. What animals from a farm in Victoria have become Instagram stars in their woolly jumpers? Yeah, they're lambs.
Shout outs.
It's June 18, International Sushi Day. What a wonderful day that is. So, if you're a fan of Japanese cuisine and love nothing more than a sushi train, get involved today. It's also a Friday, and you know what that means. Time for the birthday reggae tune. Hit it. And it's a very happy birthday to these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Emma from Craigburn, Marcus from Haberfield, Nina from West Ryde, Kane from North Nowra, Duke from North Bondi, Louis from Rose Bay, Akash from Flagstaff Hill, Alec from Perth, Nate from Geelong, Alicia from Adelaide, Nolan from Mossman and Chloe from Randwick. And a belated birthday shout out to Bobby from Adelaide. Not forgetting, of course, all of those Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday over this coming weekend. Happy birthday to Will and Lucy from Exeter, Macy from Hewenden, Ella from Beecroft, Spencer from Point Lonsdale, Lydia from Wheelers Hill, Miles from Mornington, Kendi from Coleroy, Matt from McLeod, Hamish from Gosford East, Holly from Craigburn, Max from Perth, Zach from Fadden, Albert and Oliver from Jindalee, Caden from Ashmont, Jack from Albany Hill, Aditya from Melbourne, Braxton from West Wallsend, Douglas from Dunoon, Hayden from Newcastle, Jesse from Maroochydore, Dylan from West Bennett Hills, I'm running out of breath, Theo from French's Forest, Isla from Middle Park, Kian from Mossvale, Emily from Canberra, and Michael from Inverloch. We got there. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids. We'll be back again on Monday. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent weekend. Over and out. Squiz Kids is proudly supported by the Judith Neilson Institute for Journalism and Ideas.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.